Hey guys, welcome back. It has been a hot minute since my last video. Life has been insane. Life has been so crazy with work and just managing everyday stuff like money and bills and trying to find time for me and my husband now that we're working opposite schedules again. And it can be so hard sometimes. It's so overwhelming, and I realized that I had to change something to figure out a way to kind of meet my own needs, manage my anxiety, because your girl is stressed and your girl's anxious. I get so anxious over stuff that shouldn't make me anxious, and I have gone to therapy and it was super helpful for me. It's just right now with what our goals are, I can't reasonably afford therapy, which is totally cool with me. And so I figured, you know what can I incorporate into each day to make myself feel better? And if you saw my Instagram post, something I mentioned was intention setting and just being mindful and really connecting inward. You know, I think we're always so caught up in go, what's the next thing? What am I supposed to be working on? And sometimes it's you need to take 30 minutes to slow down and acknowledge what's going on with your body and inward, you know, acknowledge the anxiety, try to understand where it's coming from. And something that's been really good at restoring peace for me is meditation, and I've been doing it for about a week now, and I'm loving it. I'm using the app Headspace, so it's a subscription. This isn't sponsored. You pay monthly. I want to say it's $12 to $14. It also has sleep stories, which I'm obsessed with. I really love their midnight laundrette story. It's this guy narrating it, and you imagine that you're in this laundromat and you hear the sounds and the noises, and each night the story's a little different, and he tells you about people who come in, and it's just something really calm and neutral to focus on to help distract from negative thoughts, reduce anxiety, and fall asleep, which is something I need help with. So that's been really cool. The app's been really helping me. I'm gonna drop a screen recording in this so you guys can see it. It's just a really helpful tool for me. Another tool I got, which was a stress shopping impulse buy. I feel I always do this with journals, and then they end up just sitting on my shelf and I don't ever use it, and then I'm frustrated because I'm not using it. But I got the Priority Planner by Rachel Hollis. And if you know Rachel Hollis, she's a queen of business. She has multiple companies. She has a podcast. She's written multiple books. She wrote Girl Wash Your Face, which I feel is one. Or it's Girl Stop Apologizing, and then it's Wash Your Face, and then it's her newest one is Didn't See That Coming, where she's really honest about her divorce. Sometimes she's a lot, and I think that's one of the traits though that makes her really interesting, because she doesn't minimize herself or hold back who she is to please others. And I think that's really awesome. And I think sometimes a lot of my anxiety comes from worrying what others are gonna think. I know I put off this video because I was I really hope people aren't watching this and judging me, but I think everyone forms an opinion, and those opinions don't have to be your truth. You know, your truths come from your experiences and your own beliefs and morals. So somebody else's truths are not for you to hold. That's not your problem. Their truths are their own opinions formed by their own experiences. So that's my rant on that. But the cool thing about the planner is it's really concrete. So it asks you Like, it has some like little daily activities. You can set a quote, And then it breaks it down into like your top 3 things, something that might hold you back, and then hourly, which is so helpful for when you have like large amounts of time being dedicated to work and you need to figure out, okay, how much time in the morning do I have to sit down and just be with myself, and how much time do I have to like be with my husband or be with my family or be with my girlfriends and not feel like I'm overwhelmed and just rushed, you know? So the journal has been really helpful for me to just kind of figure out how much time I actually have. I think something that I've noticed is I have a lot more time than I realized, but a lot of it was getting eaten up by like just wasted time on my phone. And I think we all get so sucked into that. Like, we wake up and the first thing we do is check our phone, and then the last thing we do before we go to sleep is scroll through Instagram or like TikTok or whatever, you know? And I'm finding that that just like makes me stressed, because it's like I end up not doing what I really want to because I've wasted all this time, and then it's just really irritating. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who struggles with that, and if you do, I'd love to hear what else you guys do to kind of combat that and just make yourself less addicted to your phone, because I think we all are a little bit. So yeah, those are like 2 things that I've been doing that have just been so helpful for me. I also find that like moving my body, for whether it's like 15 minutes or 30 minutes, is so crucial in me feeling better and having more energy. Some days, like, I only have it in me to do a 15-minute yoga like flow when I have a 10-hour shift on my feet, you know? And then there's some days where that 10-hour shift on my feet is my movement for the day, because I think sometimes we put pressure on ourselves to like to work out and to have working out be at the gym or a 45-minute video on your phone, when in reality it's just movement. Like, if you moved your body today, then you're doing great, because that's what your body needs, you know? And then if you have a day where you don't want to move your body, then don't move. Like, maybe take a 10-minute walk or a 5-minute walk outside and then chill, you know, because sometimes we need those days too. But I think like the things that are helping me the most right now are moving my body intentionally, at least 15 to 30 minutes a day, journaling my intentions for the day, and gratitudes. I don't think I mentioned gratitudes, but just like acknowledging maybe like 2 or 3 things that are really meaning something to you that day. And then lastly, like the meditation. It's just like taking time to like connect your mind to your breathing is just amazing. So I'm gonna link below the Headspace app that I'm using right now, because I'm really enjoying it. And I'm also gonna link the Tone It Up app, because that's where I've been getting like my YouTube, not my YouTube, brain fart. That's where I've been getting my yoga flows. That's where I've been getting like those quick on the go workout videos that you need when you're like super busy. So those are like just the 3 things that are like really helping me right now in this kind of season of life I'm in. I also wanted just to do like a fun life update. So my husband and I went and looked at land here in Tennessee, and that is just like so exciting. It was awesome. Like, we're really talking about like buying land and holding on to it for a little bit, and then progressively starting to build a house. Like, our family has a lot of people in it who know how to do construction and know how to flip houses. Like, Ty grew up with his parents flipping houses. Like, we're living in a house right now that they're redoing to live in forever, ideally, with this one. So, excuse me. So it's kind of rubbing off on us a little bit. It's really nice to see how his parents work so well together, and it's really cool seeing a home come together. And when you have ownership in it, I like redoing the floors and painting it yourself and making it what you guys want. It's a fire truck. We're like right off of a highway. All right. So yeah, but it just is really cool. It feels good to like create a home and know that like you've created it and you've done this. You know, it's just, it's so cool. But yeah, so we're talking about doing that. We're talking about getting land and like building a house. So right now we're like really focusing on like getting rid of debt and just like doing things that are gonna like propel us in that direction. On his parents' property, which is actually right behind me, is a car garage that we're converting into what will be a guest house for his parents. And the goal is that we're gonna convert this. We're gonna live in this for maybe a year or two while we save up money and get rid of debt and work on building potentially a house. And if we don't build, then we might do like build ourselves. We might do maybe like a modular or something. I don't know. Drop your thoughts on that below. I'd really love more perspective on just that whole process. But we really like to find land that we love and bring the house to the land, kind of a thing. So that's been huge. We drove around today and did that, and it was really awesome. And on that note, it has been great, guys. I'm so excited to do more of this with you. Let me know what you'd like to see next if you have any requests, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.